and gentlemen, this is another episode on the move for Straight from the Block, only on 92.6 WKBP, The Spot. I'm your host, DePlano, co-host. Holla at him on a Saturday.
You already roll it is, man. It's your boy Crestwell, a.k.a. Crip Bayless. Stop playing me, you heard?
Y'all already know what it do, be Mr. Martin, a.k.a. Ashton Martin, man. Let's go.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, man, it's set.
We've been gone for a little minute.
Yeah, we've been gone for a minute, but we back. But it's set. The finals are set. We're gonna talk finals. We're gonna talk some old school shit. We're gonna talk the new school shit. But let's talk about what's important. What is set for Thursday, the 6th. June 6th starts the NBA finals.
Quick question. None of our predictions is right? No?
Nah. Like nobody
had Boston, though, right?
No, I think everybody had Boston. Boston had the easiest road to the
Nobody
to the finals. Nobody like picked somebody else to go to the finals.
I think we all picked the Timberwolves after they beat Denver.
Yeah.
We all fucking wrong.
Look, this is what I said. I said I'm gonna stick to my prediction, but it was something about the Kyrie. I said it was something about that Kyrie over there in Dallas, and I think they was gonna pull off an upset. But I had to stand on business because I picked the Timberwolves. Remember, K challenged me. He told me I couldn't backpedal. So
he did say that. Say what you mean and mean what you say.
Exactly. He said, stand on business.
Yeah.
So I felt the Kyrie, that Kyrie mojo being that vet with Jason Kidd. I knew something was about to happen, but I stood with my original pick, which was Minnesota. But I could foresee this coming. But the finals are set. We got the Boston Celtics versus the Dallas Mavericks, a tandem of Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown versus Kyrie Irving and Luka Doncic. So this is what we'll do, ladies and gentlemen. Let's just start by saying, let's just talk about the playoffs very quickly. Let's keep it to a very minimum. And I'll start by saying, outside of the East, with all the injuries, right? This has been a very good playoffs. And it would have been so much more compelling if some of these teams could have stayed healthy in the Eastern Conference. But even with that being said, everybody fought hard. They made it exciting. The Pacers getting swept, which I knew they would. TJ McConnell gave us something to watch. Nembhard, shout out to Nembhard from Indiana Pacers. He played his ass off.
A lot of others stepped up this playoffs.
Yeah, the others did.
A lot of people,
exactly. Shout out to the Indiana Pacers for at least trying.
Yeah, they got a lot of people made their names household now. We gotta put some respect on their names.
Yeah,
Indiana
they can't.
Indiana just missing somebody. Like they just.
The Pacers shown that they probably the deepest team in the NBA. You know what I'm saying? Because their bench, everybody like we know TJ McDonald, we know Isaiah Jackson now. Like we know these guys' names. Obi Toppin coming off the bench. Like they bench came in and always did work. Whether versus the Knicks versus Boston, they are the deepest team. Like as far as 1 through 9, that's still playing 9 niggas in the playoffs. I give Rick Carlisle a whole lot of credit. Like you know what I'm saying? Like he's a coach for real. Like he's a coach. And yeah, the Pacers are for real. But the Pacers are one of those squads that we predicted would be much improved in the offseason when they were signing everybody. And then at the trade deadline when they added Pascal Siakam, aka Spicy P. You know what I'm saying?
His name is Siakam.
When they added him, we knew that was going to be something too. And keep it all the way 100 with you, if Halliburton didn't get hurt, they would have had a chance to at least win 2-3 games. Like you know what I'm saying? But shout out to them, like you said, it was magical. As far as Minnesota did what nobody else in the entire league could have done. They beat the defending champs. And I'm gonna stand on it. I feel like nobody else would have beaten Denver in a 7-game series. Not Dallas, not Boston, not nobody else in this
I don't
playoff.
agree with that.
I feel like the only team in the playoffs who could have beat Denver in 7 is Minnesota. And the fact that they got matched up like that and lined up like that is just the greatness of the playoffs. You know what I'm saying? But Minnesota got rid of the champs, and now Dallas, who I feel like is going to be the new champs, got rid of Minnesota. Luka is a bad man. Let me just say that straight up. Enough respect, all props due to that brother right there. Luka Doncic is a fucking cheat code. That nigga there is amazing. I feel like it's his year. I feel like he's gonna overstep Tatum and Brown. Like y'all niggas had time to do it when I was getting my shit together. But now that I got my shit together, y'all done fucked up. You know what I'm talking about? Because y'all should have did it before when I ain't had my shit together. But now I got Kyrie. When I got these defensive minded niggas with me, so it's quiet for me. I feel like he's gonna do them dirty, like he's been doing everybody else dirty. He's gonna do them dirty. And if he continues this season, this playing to next season, Luka will be the MVP next season.
I agree with a lot of the stuff. I disagree with some of the stuff. This playoffs has been amazing, especially on the Western Conference. Like this playoff has been nonstop good ass basketball. Injuries killed me. I'm gonna start my team first. Damn you, fucking Kawhi! Like I think out of 19 playoff games the Clippers played, Kawhi's only played in 4.
Yeah, he's played 15. Yes, that's a true stat. Out of 19, he's missed 15.
Yes, like I just wish. Like you know what I'm saying, I've been deprived of seeing my team in full capacity because I know they could have fucking competed. But neither here nor there, we lost, right? Like I said, remember I was saying this is a fluke. Dallas ain't really like this. Ain't the Dallas I know. This ain't the Dallas I know. So mind you, I never really watched much of them after the trade deadline. They stepped it up and they got who they got, right? So I'm like, all right, this is a fluke. These niggas don't really play defense. Then the next series come. They play defense. I'm like, oh, well, maybe they do play some defense. It's still a fluke. Maybe they just hyped. Nah, these niggas who play like this is a different Dallas. This ain't the Dallas we used to know. This is a different Dallas, and they the truth, yo. Luke is a bad man, like he said. This is Kyrie's redemption tour for everybody to kiss his ass and apologize because everybody owes this nigga an apology. And I want him to win so bad. I want him to win so bad. Like, I hate Boston because I'm from New York. But I really do like Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown. But like you said, this ain't your time right now. It's Luka time. Luka, this is his shot. Y'all had it. Y'all should have took it. I had the West winning. Whoever came out the West was going to win the chip, period, for me. Like, whoever was coming out the West was going to win the chip. That's how I had it. The Timberwolves, air time is coming. It just ain't right now. But air time definitely coming. Niggas got to get their chips out their way now because he's definitely getting 1 or 2 of them. I don't know what they're going to do in the offseason, if they're going to keep them together, because I know there's a lot going on in Minnesota right now. But this playoff has been amazing. I wish I'd have got to see the Knicks at full strength play. I think the Knicks would have went to the finals if they were full strength. I think it would have been the Knicks.
Full strength.
At full strength, I think the Knicks would have beat Boston. And I like to see the Knicks do good. But I think if the Knicks had full strength, they would have beat Boston in 7. So there's a lot of new names on the board now. A lot of people know a lot of people's names now. Everybody been hooping. This playoffs has been amazing.
Thanks, Ferg, so what do you think? What's your thoughts on the playoffs, Ferg?
Like I said, from a holistic point of view, I think it's been great. The games have been good. Storylines are crazy. But like to y'all's point, some of the team, like some fans have been shortchanged because of the fact that we had injuries and stuff like that. I would have loved to see what the Clippers would have looked like full strength. You already know how I feel about the Knicks not being at full strength, the Bucks not being at full strength. That's the one thing I could take from Indiana. They did not have to face anyone at full strength until Boston, and even then, KP didn't play. So as much as I want to give Indiana credit for getting through the East the way they did to get to the conference finals, Giannis didn't play. And you faced the Knicks barely with OG and no Mitch, no Randall. So that's the one thing that I would. Basically it sets up next year because it's not going to be 1, 2, 3, let's go. You know, the same teams that used to dominate the conferences, we got some new teams in there now. It's different now. Golden State's probably going to be right where they are in the play-in next year. Same thing for the Lakers. You know, the Heat, if the Heat don't make moves, they're going to be right at the bottom of the conference as well. I think you're starting to see the changing of the guard, and it's interesting. It really is interesting. I'm liking what I'm seeing. I thought the Dallas move to get Gafford and PJ Washington was very underrated. And what it basically did was it made them tougher defensively. And come playoff time, when the game slows down, that's where that ISO ball come in handy. And you got two dudes that require a double team. And even when you're doubling them, you still might not be able to do much with that. They got two facilitators on Dallas. They got two guys that can go get 50 whenever they want it. I don't know how Dallas loses, in my opinion. I think Dallas takes the whole thing. Boston, to me, they're just not serious enough. Like, Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown, to me, look like the type of dudes that know they good. But you know how that is when you know you good? There's that extra grit that you just don't have. Whereas with Dallas, these dudes they started off the season at the bottom of the conference. Don't forget that. They had to climb their way up through the conference to get to where they are. Dallas is hungry. And I just don't see that with Boston. Boston hasn't been challenged yet, and they're going to get punched in the mouth, and I don't think they're going to be able to get back up. I think Dallas takes it in 5, maybe 6.
I was thinking Dallas is 6 too. I ain't even gonna hold you. Yo, you know what I wanted to say too? Yo, like I be watching. Yo, I watch Luka, right? And then like he be playing. I be like, and then like I'm thinking to myself like, I could guard this nigga, bro. Like, how does he do it? Like, how did like no? But I be looking like, yo, how the like? Because it don't even be looking too like Kyrie should be making you look stupid. Like Luka's just like slow. His jump shot is slow. Like I'm like, how? Like how the fuck is this nigga killing niggas like that? It's so crazy. Like I'm like, yo, this nigga just moved. It's like what the fuck? He's smoking you, nigga. Like it's like amazing to me.
For me, pause, but you don't realize how big he is. You don't realize the size of him. Luka's 6'8", 6'9". Like he's a big dude. So when he got dudes on him, it's like if you're not 6'10", 6'11", you can't block this fadeaway jump shot anyway. Because I'm gonna hit the step back and I'm gonna fade with it. So you're not blocking it. Like I'm really like Luka is a big dude.
Yeah,
like
I'm bullying niggas in the face. I'm looking like I'm like, yo, how the fuck? And I'm just looking like this is he don't have not one muscle. Like it's not a muscle on this nigga body. Like he built like a security guard at Dollar Tree.
He's the smaller version of Joker. That's what it is. Like, we've said that many a times. He's a smaller version of Joker.
So it's like so slow and just regular.
He's at his own pace. You're not going to speed him up. You don't care about what's going on in front of him. He's not nervous. You're not speeding him up. He's not going to try to do some crazy dribble. He's going to do the basic handle and bop you with it. He has
listen, ain't nobody as slow-mo, because that nigga's the slowest. That nigga's a sloth. The nigga's a sloth on the court. Just trying to take a jump shot, that nigga's a sloth. That nigga's set shot
ain't like fast either. Like Luka jump shot is, I'm like, yo, this nigga really just get what I'm like, it's amazing to me. It's like, wow. I've never, like, no speed, no super jumping. Like you say, he's little Joker. Like, little Joker. No closed doors. No more locked doors. Like this nigga, little Joker.
Look, I want to give a shout out because Ferg mentioned the trade, which we all understand how big that trade was.
Yeah.
Let me tell you what was bigger than the trade. The coaching ability of Jason Kidd to understand how to use those players. Because not only did they get length and size, Gafford, let me tell you something. Nobody had Gafford as a great rebounder, a great shot blocker, a great defender, because he was always in Washington. He wasn't healthy a lot. He was often injured. He had flashes. And then you had PJ Washington, who was in Charlotte, off and on doing his thing. But what he did is he took Gafford, he made him a defensive anchor, right? Along with Lively, rotating him and Lively, which I like how he uses their minutes. And then what he did is he said, PJ, I want you to do what you do, but then I want you to hit these open jimmies because Kyrie and Luka are going to set you up. Those threes are going to be there. So now him and Derrick Jones Jr. are hitting hitting 3-pointers, and then Gafford and Lively are just doing the Tyson Chandler, waiting for their oops and grabbing rebounds and blocking shots.
That's exactly.
It's like the way he utilized those players after that trade. It's bananas. It's absolutely bananas.
You know what? You know what's crazy?
But
go ahead, Ferg.
The thing too is like, and to piggyback off of what they're doing, like defensively, they're doing a lot of what some of the stuff the Knicks do, some of the stuff Minnesota does. They're doing a lot of drop coverage where and they're running you off the 3-point line. So they're forcing you to shoot long twos and they're closing out on threes. So it makes it very difficult for you to really get into your offensive set. And that's one of the reasons why I like them over Boston, because Boston relies a lot on spacing and 3-point shooting. And that's their game. If they don't get those threes up, Boston is very pedestrian. And Dallas is the type of team that can embarrass Boston by not giving them those threes. And they'll sell out and give up the twos, knowing that Boston can't defend on the other side. It's gonna be real interesting.
I hate to say this, right? I think this is actually going to be a good finals, right? I do believe it's going to go 7. But in order for it to go 7, Kristaps Porzingis has to play.
Yep.
Porzingis has to play. If he doesn't play, I don't see the series stretching out longer than 6. Right? However, I don't think they match up well versus Dallas. I think Dallas, and they got a better bench. Dallas bench is going to outplay Boston's bench. And I think that's another key to this, which is why they need KP. They're undersized without KP. Y'all, people got to understand that. They just played 2 7-footers, right? They just played 2 7-footers and won. They won against Zubac. They won against Zubac and Plumlee. All y'all got is Al Horford. And if KP don't play, y'all gonna have a problem. The Lively, Gafford, and some of these players are gonna have a field day. Now the key to this series, whether we like it or not, I learned a lot about this series with Boston. Derek White is a much better defender than I ever thought. He blocks shots consistently. With him and Drew Holiday at the top. Now, neither one of those guys could guard Luka. Kyrie, they might try to slow down Kyrie. The most you can ask for is to slow him down. But my question is, if they put Tatum or Brown, it's gonna probably have to be Brown. They're gonna have to put Brown on Luka, and then one of those guards on Kyrie. But then it becomes a mismatch after that, because the other guard is gonna have to guard PJ Washington or Derrick Jones Jr. And that's where it gets tough.
I'll tell you one thing. KP's size is more important for them on offense than it is on defense
Yeah, KP
because
plays like a real big man.
he doesn't. KP's not on the block. What he's doing is he's taking you out of drop coverage. So you can't just park Gafford under the rim. He got to come out and guard KP, and KP's shooting from 27, 28 feet. So that's the key. If KP can play and he's healthy, it changes everything. But if he ain't playing or if he's not 100%, doesn't matter because then Dallas can scramble on defense and they can close out. But the problem with when you look at the matchup problem that Boston presented all year, it was that your big could not be under the rim. So therefore, you're giving up open shots because you can get into the paint whenever you want, and then you can shoot the three whenever you want. So I think KP's not going to make much of a difference defensively as much as he will on the offensive side.
And I think because of that, to follow you, Ferg, I think because of that, it's very possible Keebler gets a lot of play. That may be the adjustment that Jason Kidd makes to help stretch the floor at times and bring KP from away from the basket. And Keebler can hit the three. That's the difference between Gafford and Lively and a guy like Keebler. So it's gonna be very interesting, the matchups and how they take advantage of them, et cetera, and so forth, and what happens in this series. Kay, do you have anything before we move on to the next topic?
Drew Holiday. The man doesn't get enough credit. He never gets enough respect. Drew Holiday, but I still got Dallas.
Drew Holiday, or I like to call him J. Rue the Damager. He's gonna have to guard Kyrie. And there's no, when niggas like Kyrie and Luka and AE, like you don't guard these niggas. You just gotta make shit difficult for them niggas. Like, you just can't let them just get easy buckets. You gotta you don't stop these niggas. These niggas are unstoppable. You just gotta give them fits. Don't let them score easy shots. Try to get them out their spots. Don't let them get to their spots and shit like that. Luka's gonna smoke. Well, no, because like you said, they probably got to put Jaylen Brown on him, right? But then, like you said, old ass Al Horford cannot run or jump with no fucking Lively or no Gafford. It's gonna be bare backdoor lobs. I guarantee you, it's gonna be bare backdoor lobs. That's what it's at. Like if KP don't play, Mavs in 6.
Why y'all keep saying KP is gonna play? Like he's healthy now.
It's a guarantee. You spoke to Woj?
Listen, man.
He spoke to Woj.
You spoke to Woj. All right. If you spoke to Woj,
he's playing.
All right, fellas, real quick. Let's give a moment to our guest today, Tim Dism, and for the people who know who he is. Ferg, this is a first introduction to you, but my man Dism decided to join today. Give us your take on these NBA finals. Who's your pick, Dism? Who you like coming out this series, and in how many games?
I'm not going to front. Boston been a favorite all year long, but for some strange reason, I feel like the way the playoffs is going, and the series that Dallas had the adversity that Dallas had to get through, I feel like they might be able to pull this one off. So I say the Mavericks in 6.
So you're not teaming with your light-skinned brethren?
Nah, not at all, bro. And the reason why I say this is 2 reasons. One, I'm not sure about Porzingis. I feel like he's not fully healthy, and it's kind of reminding me a little bit like KD that year when they had to play the Raptors, and KD rushed back and he tore his Achilles. I'm not saying that's going to happen, But I'm just hoping that something like that doesn't happen to Porzingis. But that raises an eyebrow for me. Is Porzingis' health, and I think it's going to be a great series. But for some strange reason, I just think that Dallas and Luka, they just got some good momentum. And with sports, it's about momentum. So I'm running with Dallas.
All right, Dizzle, just do me a favor, put your light on in the back or whatever. We don't want to look like you out here trying to stalking people or whatever. You know what I mean?
Oh, nah, my fault.
He's the lightest Dark Knight that we ever seen, right?
My fault.
But yo,
you light skin, but you ain't that light skin.
I'm trying to forget.
Yo, okay,
this
so
is my first time doing this, so I'm sorry, man.
No, it's okay. It's okay. I got you, Dizzle. I got you. I want to make sure the people can see who's talking. All right, so ladies and gentlemen, we made our predictions. I'm gonna go in 6 as well. I didn't say how many games. I'm gonna go in 6 as well. I think I'm gonna take Dallas in 6. But speaking of Tatum, Brown, Luka, and Kyrie, those are some great tandems right there. Those are some nice 1-2 punches. 1-2 punches in the history of basketball that you wish could have went to the finals and actually won one. That's one of the questions for today. So we're gonna start from the top. You go ahead, Quest. We're gonna work our way down to Dizzle.
1-2 punches that didn't go to the finals, or
that didn't go to the finals and didn't win it. Well, listen, forget even going to. They could have made it to the finals. Name a 1-2 punch you wish could have won a title.
Kawhi and fucking PG. The fuck?
Oh my God.
The fuck? Nigga, I'm still waiting. Them niggas, nigga. Them niggas. That's what I really, really wanted to fucking see. Them niggas been depriving me for 4 years. The fuck? That's the one that's currently in play. These niggas got.
It don't gotta be current. It could have been the past. You so biased. It's over for that. You let that go. It's over. It's over. What you got, K?
You know what I'm gonna say, my nigga. I'm a Brooklyn fan. KD and Kyrie in Brooklyn. I wish niggas could have been fucking healthy. I wish KD's foot was an inch smaller. You know what I'm saying? KD and Kyrie. Look what Kyrie's doing right now. He can't be fucking guarded. He's unstoppable. Why the fuck you couldn't be this unstoppable in Brooklyn, my nigga? Anyway.
Hold on. In Kyrie's defense, he was unstoppable in Brooklyn, but Brooklyn ain't fuck with him like that. See what happens when people fuck with you and you get support from people? You give them your all. Brooklyn is just like Brooklyn niggas. They dirty and they grimy.
But remember, Kyrie got hurt too. He got hurt that series when KD.
But not even just to say, but he talking about everything that happened in Brooklyn.
Yeah.
No,
Brooklyn did
talking about they ain't win a fucking ring because in the playoff time he got hurt. That's what I'm talking about.
Oh, all right. You said about the injury. I apologize, Brooklyn. Y'all not that dirty. I'm lying. Y'all are dirty.
All right, Ferg. Talk to us, Ferg. Name a tandem you wish could have won a ring.
Patrick Ewing and Bernard King.
Them niggas play together?
They played together?
Bernard King tore his ACL right before the Knicks drafted Patrick Ewing. So Bernard King was rehabbing during Ewing's early time. So imagine if Bernard King never tears his ACL. There's your tandem right there. It would have been Ewing and Bernard King. Maybe we don't even hear about Michael. If them two dudes is healthy.
Hold on, I'm sorry. I know some stuff. I don't know a lot about the Knicks. But even when he tore his shit, wasn't that nigga like 74?
No, Bernard King played for the Knicks in the 80s.
Bernard King
damn,
in the
60s?
Yeah.
Bernard
King played for the Knicks in the 80s. Late 80s was Bernard King.
He got an old ass name, Bernard King. That nigga automatically from the 60s.
That's how we do it now.
You're ageist. You're ageist, yo. You're
He
ageist.
sound like a civil rights activist. Bernard King. When he was at Montgomery. Really? Bernard King was in the 80s? I'm bugging. I swear that nigga was in like the 70s and 60s.
Yeah,
bro.
yeah.
He was
And guess
in the
what?
80s?
And Kawhi Leonard sound like a black feminist name.
Hey, it's okay. I really did not know he was in the 80s. I swear he was in the 60s and 70s, bro.
Yeah, man.
You knew that, K? Don't act like you knew that. You knew that?
Yeah, I knew that, nigga. I know who Bernard King is.
Shit. I think Bernard King was in the 60s, 70s. Damn, that's my fault, y'all. My fault. I thought that nigga was in the 70s.
It's the one tandem Knicks fans never got to see. And it was like Ewing could never be paired with the right guy. And he was the guy. It just never happened. But that's what I would have loved to see.
Dism, what tandem you got? Like, give me a 2-man team you thought you wish could have won a chip.
All right, extra one just came to my head, but I'm gonna go with my original answer, and then if you don't mind, I'll just squeeze the extra one in at the end, like Rose, make it short.
Okay.
But, I would say Stockton and Malone, and the reason why I say that is because they had all of the stats. You know what I'm saying? They was like the best 1-2 punch. You know what I'm saying? They had everything except for the rings. Like I feel like they get a lot of slack because they never got a ring. And I would have loved to see them get a ring, just for the history of the sport, for the game. You know what I'm saying? For they shit to be etched. Now,
yeah, even if it was just one, I agree with that. Even if it was because they lost the 2 times they lost versus Mike. But if they could have found a way somewhere to be in the chip where Mike wasn't there and get a W, I think that would have been cool just for the NBA. But you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. So for just for the historical part, I wish they would have got it. I wish they would have got it done because they would have been like, when you talk about the GOATs of the sport and like you break down the different positions and all of that, they kind of get swept under the rug because Karl Malone, they don't mention him as the top power forward, and Stockton they always shit on him as far as being the best point guard. And I think if they would have got a ring, it probably would have made their argument a little better. So I would love to see that.
Because they definitely top of their positions.
Mm-hmm.
So what's your honorable mention? What's your honorable mention, Disney?
I got a couple honorable mentions.
With Sean Kemp and Gary Payton. Sean Kemp, I
love Sean Kemp too.
Sean
Kemp was my guy.
Like there's so many. Like when you ask me this question, so many different.
No. Let's leave it at 2.
Yeah, but
I ain't even make my pick yet. You about to run through all of them. You got to go through a history all the tandems.
Not at all. Yeah, but those are the main 2 that I thought about was those 2.
Yeah, I think those are really good ones.
Really good ones.
So my pick is gonna be. I thought about it long and hard, and
pause.
Yeah, pause.
Hey,
no Diddy. No Diddy. I'm gonna say Penny and Shaq. I wish Penny and Shaq.
Yeah.
I think, obviously we know Penny got hurt and all these different things happened. But if they could have stayed healthy and together and got one ring before Shaq came to LA, I just feel like that would have cemented Penny's legacy for real, as one of those top guys. However, this team that I wish could have got a ring is really not a tandem. So I can't really use them, but I'm going to. And it's going to be the Sacramento Kings with Chris Webber. That team, I wish could have got a ring.
Yeah, that was bittersweet for me.
It like that was like, I don't know. It was something about that team that I just wanted to see win so bad.
That was bittersweet for me. My 2 favorite players.
Yeah, and for me, you could pick either one. I don't care if it's the white chocolate team or the Mike Bibby team. Pick one. Yeah. I don't care.
Yeah. They both is nice. I ain't going front.
Yeah, I wanted Webber to win so far. You know, Webber's my favorite. Like Kobe's my favorite player, but if it's Webber and Kobe, like right here, like I mirrored my game after Weber. Like Weber was my guy, and I wanted him to win so fucking bad, bro. That's okay, man. He didn't get to win in college. He didn't get to win in the NBA. God damn it, Gina. He wasn't in the Fab Five documentary. Damn. Like, they did Weber bad. They did my son bad.
You just couldn't find a way to win one way or another.
They did my son bad, bro.
Yeah, that nigga Ovi with that 3, bro. They did everything right, and then Ovi just happened to be in the right place at the right time.
All the final, everybody get some kind of luck, and the shit just ain't fall their way.
Okay, let's move on real quick. Let's continue with tandems, right? So we see that the Mavs, some of these teams, it's no longer a big 3. It doesn't have to be a big 3. It's really a big 2. Are there 2 players in the league currently that y'all would like to see team up in order to move and try to get a ring, like some of these other teams have done? Any tandem you could think of, whether it could happen logistically or not. I never would envision Kyrie and Luka, to be honest with you, teaming up and then getting to the finals. But let me know. What do you guys think? Give me give me a tandem. Give me 2 players you would like to see team up.
You already know the 2 people I want to see win.
Not win. Yo, stop it.
They gotta win.
Team, they already on the same team, nigga.
They gotta fucking win.
I said 2 people that's not on the same team. You said, let it go. It's over for them niggas. Let the dream die. It's dead, nigga.
I don't want it to die, bro. I don't want it to go.
It's over. K. Let's start with K. K.
Yes,
K.
I need some time to regroup.
I'm sure you got 2 players you would like to see team up and be the next tandem that could get to the finals. Put 2 players out there for me, bro.
Embiid and Halliburton.
Ooh.
Joel Embiid, Tyrese Halliburton.
Okay, I didn't think of that.
You said it can't possibly, but when you got one of the best big men, like the best center, and you got a pure point guard like Halliburton that can also score and set everybody else up. Just imagine having that 1-2 punch. The point guard and a big man. Simple.
Okay. What you got for me, Dizzle? Because Quest is delusional right here. He's going through some situations.
I was thinking along the lines of K. I ain't gonna lie. I was thinking about point guard in the center, but I thought about Steph and Wemby. I thought about Wembanyama. He young, he a shooter. He could stretch. You know what I'm saying? Play the 4. He played defense, and you know what I'm saying. Him and Steph. I would love to see him and Steph on the same team.
Wow. Okay. Steph and Wemby. Interesting. What you got for us, Ferg? Name a tandem that you would like to see join forces in the NBA. Yeah, you saw it. I'm glad you saw it.
Jalen.
Who?
Jalen Brunson and Joel Embiid. That right there. That's championship right there, man. It's actually realistic too, when you think about it. It could happen. And when you I mean, that's a tandem right there.
Okay. Quest, did you take some time and think of it, Quest? What you think was?
I did.
Okay.
I'm not gonna. I'm sorry. It's gonna come up again. Paul George and Joker. I gotta. My son Paul George. My son Paul gotta win. Bro. He deserves to win. Bro.
Paul George and Joker, though.
Yup. Because then, like, you got Joker, who's like fake point guard, right? Paul George, to me, even with the ball or off the ball, he's dangerous. Then you got him distributing and running the floor with them two niggas, and then like a bunch of good others around them. Picture him there instead of Aaron Gordon. Like if Paul George was there and not Aaron Gordon.
Oh,
no, Paul George. Yeah. Doesn't Paul George play the 3, and so does Michael Porter Jr., right? Or is it Aaron Gordon that plays the 4? Right, Aaron Gordon plays the 4, right? Okay.
Yeah, Aaron Gordon plays the 4.
He played.
And Porter Jr. plays the 3.
Yeah.
So you have to get rid of Michael Porter Jr. for that to happen.
All right, Michael Porter. All right, pass. Who's better?
Nah. You would just turn Porter to a stretch 4.
Oh, that's true.
If you got Paul George, turn Porter to a stretch 4.
How tall is Michael Porter? True. Ain't he like the same time?
6'10", like 6'9", 6'10", some shit like that. 6'8".
Oh, all right.
Yeah, he's up there.
That's true.
I mean, we might honestly with the offseason, depending on what the Clippers do, we might see Paul George in either Indy, Philly. Like he might be somewhere where we like, oh shit, look at this nigga.
Yo, he's talented. No matter where he go though, he got to stay healthy, bro. He always hurt.
But but he hasn't been as, at least especially on the Clippers, like he's played. He's the one that took the Clippers to the conference finals. Remember, like so he'll be injured, but he plays in the playoffs.
Yeah, he's got to be healthy.
He be injured, but
and B too, and B got to get right. Like Embiid is the truth, bro. If he could just stay healthy, but see, he been getting hurt since college, so
yeah. I don't like Embiid, but he impressed me this offseason playing through the injuries he was playing through. Like I got a different respect for him now. Like he was fucked up. And he was fucked up, and he was playing through it. So I got a different type of respect for Embiid now. I still don't like him, but I got a different respect for him.
Oh, I agree with you. I hate he's the type of dude you hate to play against, but you'll take him on your team any day.
Yeah, fact.
No, I wouldn't take him on my team. Speak for yourself, sir. Speak for yourself, sir.
Why not?
But anyway,
like
let me make my picks.
Time out. You wouldn't want Embiid on your team?
Absolutely not. Absolutely not.
MVP?
Absolutely not. Because you're looking at skill set. You're not looking at mindset and heart. He's not a Nick. He's not a Nick. And you know the pedigree we got right now in that locker room. He's a bitch. I don't want no bitch made nigga in my locker room, my G. He don't got Nick flowing through his blood. And you know what I'm talking about, Ferg. So I ain't gotta elaborate no more. I ain't gonna even do it. However, I'm gonna tell you the 2 players I would like to see join up.
Can't argue.
He's a bitch.
The 2 players I would like to see join forces is John Morant and Zion Williamson. I think them 2 on the same team will be crazy.
Back to AAU days?
Yeah. Put them 2 niggas on the same team. Like if you get John New Orleans right now somehow, that would be oldie crazy, bro.
A lot of dead bodies. A lot of Fed time racked up.
Them niggas will take turns. Them niggas will take turns dunking on people just all day.
That would be crazy, bro.
That shit was just, and they need a point guard out there. That shit would be box office.
OD. I'd pay to go.
And they were hitting the strip clubs together.
Oh no, Zion don't need to be around those strippers. Zion away from the strippers.
So the question is,
he would have the perfect security guard.
What about trading? What's the name? Jaren Jackson for Zion.
I would do it.
I wouldn't make that trade.
I would do it.
Bring him to Memphis.
Yeah.
And
I would do it.
I wouldn't.
I would.
I don't know if New Orleans.
But you know the good thing about that? No, you know what's the good thing about that? The way that New Orleans is set up, they don't actually need Jaren Jackson Jr. The trade could happen where Memphis could find a way to send something else to New Orleans. It doesn't have to be like if you could keep Jaren Jackson to be the anchor of that team at the 5, and you put Zion at the 4 with Ja. That's the only way I would make it. I would make the trade that way.
If Zion came to Memphis, I would do it.
Yeah, just don't you don't have to swap him for Jaren Jackson because unless you're going to get rid of Valanciunas as well, it just doesn't make sense.
Yeah, defensive player of the year.
That's the thing. You don't need Valanciunas anymore.
Yeah, if you don't need you wouldn't need Valanciunas if you got Jaren Jackson Jr. Yeah. And you still got BI. Right. So it's like, I mean, I don't think it would be necessary.
I think Valanciunas out of there anyway. They trying to get on some small ball shit. They wasn't even using him they was barely using him in the playoffs.
They should have though. That's their fault.
They should have, and that's the problem. Yeah, they should have.
Coach Green was thinking, bro.
Yeah, they fucked up. Cause my son, the big Valboski's nice. That's a fact. He do what he's supposed to do. Yeah, he do what he's supposed to do. That's a big man.
You muted. What you say, Kay?
What did you call him, bro?
The big what? Valboski.
The big Valboski.
The big Valboski. or that's the big Valboski. I'm thinking
let me tell you what I love about that. This nigga K was laid back and got up for this shit. He said, wait a minute, what this nigga just said? That shit caught K's attention.
Yeah. You know, I get Valanciunas.
You gotta see how he jumped up. Yeah. Watch it. You gotta watch it on the replay. When I post this shit, watch laid back like this. What did this nigga just say? Nigga jump up. What did he just call this nigga?
How does Valanciunas get a name? It's a nickname. It's crazy.
Bro, I get him mixed up with Vucevic, and I got a name for him too. That's my son, Vucey Badass. I'm telling you, they need to let me just give everybody the NBA their nicknames. Nicknames is trash now. They need to let me just give everybody their nicknames, and it'll be lit. You got J. Rue the Damager. You got Vucey Badass, the Big Balboski. I'm telling you, I got names. They just let me rock out. You heard?
Yo, we're gonna just do a show where you give everybody's nickname so they gets the stamp of Quest approval.
Yeah, they got it. Let me give them the SGA and AD and the names is whack. Whatever happened to names like the Destroyer and shit like that.
All right, let's
so then if you were to give,
let's get it by. We only got a few more minutes, especially before my boy got to get to work. So real quick, we had a change in the guard in this year's NBA. Ant-Man has stepped to the forefront and got to the Western Conference Finals. If you had to choose, and this is if you had to choose, right? Who would you prefer to move forward and be the face of the NBA? I'm going to give you the option of one of these two players right here. Tell me what you think. If you had to pick now going forward, which one of these guys will be the guy of the future?
I mean, it's neither one of these niggas. It's Luka.
That's easy though. Like, what are you talking about?
If I had to pick out it, I love both of them niggas. I ain't gonna hold you.
What you said it's easy?
If I had, that's what Kay said. It's neither one of them niggas. It's Luka's league. But
I say if you gotta choose out of those two.
That's Ant-Man is me if I had time.
Ant-Man is an easy choice. Ant-Man is an easy choice because we just seen him go crazy on the league this year. It's recent. He started from the Olympics. It just didn't happen in the regular season. It started from the Olympics. We've seen his ascension and we've seen his growth. We know he was going to come this season and put that work in. John Morant, his image is fucked up right now because of all the guns and all the dumb shit. Like, he was the face of the league. He was what Ja
Yep.
he was doing for us what Ja did for us this season 2 years ago. You know what I'm saying? He was the dunker on everybody. He was that guy. He was the new team with nobodies and a good coach that no one knows his name. You know what I'm saying? So Memphis was already there, Ja was already there, and he fucked up. He fucked up them guns and by being stupid. You know what I'm saying? So he's no longer up there. And Ant-Man, Luka, Tatum, these niggas is now ready. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I say it's easy. It's easy because it's Ant-Man. Ant-Man has done nothing wrong. He has so far, yet he has yet to do anything wrong. His sound bites are absolutely amazing. We love hearing him talk after the games. He's such a real young dude. He don't give a fuck. Ant-Man.
That's my thing with Ant-Man. Like I said, he's me if I was fucking nice. The nigga like teeters, like he's so hood, but he teeters just enough to be hood enough, but not too hood. Like if
You're
he's
Draymond
like
Green.
right on that, he's right. Nah, I ain't no fucking Draymond.
You're Draymond, my nigga. Yo, Draymond's attitude is cool. You're Draymond Green, nigga.
Get the fuck out of here. I smack the shit out of Draymond Green.
You're more talented than he is, but off the court and how y'all niggas act, how y'all talk. If you listen to Draymond Green, my nigga, it's you, my nigga. I've always said that, my nigga. He reminds me of you.
Now,
Draymond
Green. Claymon Green. New nickname alert. Claymon Green. Nah, it's my son Ant-Man. That nigga like teeters like right on the line, like dumb hood, but not like hood where white people can't fuck with it. It's like right on that thin line. Like he walks that shit. The nigga shows up to after game interviews and a wife beat up my nigga with a bag of Popeyes. Bro, this wow. Like this nigga is so hood, bro. The nigga
So I think
like that.
So
He's
hey,
like that black
just
birthday happy to have.
Just to speak on what you were saying, yeah, John Morant's image has been tarnished, but he can redeem that, right? He could come back next year healthy and just stick to ball. And the same way Kyrie's image was looking shaky, right? John Morant could come back and redeem himself. And then the excitement will be right back there for John Morant. But my question is, what will we prefer? It's something I think I'm gonna just say this. I'm picking Ant-Man because Ant-Man to me is more charismatic as far as media. Media wise, it's more like he jokes. I don't know. He's just more. What's the word? Not presentable. He's just more likable. He's more likable.
He's more marketable.
Yeah. Yeah.
He's more charismatic.
Yeah, that's why I think I would prefer Ant-Man.
He has his personality is more outgoing than Ja's. Like he's fun free. I think like Ja's not fun free like that. Like you know what I mean?
Like I think Ja's all
go ahead, my fault, Tim.
No, that's my fault. I think we all agree as far as Ant-Man, and mainly because of everything y'all already said, and it's also we live in a what have you done for me lately? You understand where I'm coming from? So not taking nothing from him, yeah, he got hurt and the distractions and everything, he hasn't been on the court. But like you said, like Kay said, if you watch his ascension from the Olympics going all the way moving forward, you understand where I'm coming from, then you'll pick Ant-Man.
I didn't have this on the agenda, but I did want to touch on it real quick and stick into just basketball very quickly. I'm gonna get Ganja Man to speak first on this, because with some games in now, WNBA, Caitlin Clark, Angel Reese. Tell me do you like what you've been seeing? Kay, what's your thoughts real quick? I just want to get everybody's thoughts on the WNBA real quick.
I love the fact that Caitlin Clark is getting her ass bust and Angel Reese is winning. Angel Reese is having more of an impact on winning.
Angel Reese's team is better too, though.
Huh?
Angel Reese's team is better. Indiana sucks.
Hey, I'm just saying.
Caitlin, she just had 30 the other night.
Huh?
Caitlin just had 30 the other night.
Did she win?
No.
Yeah, they won that game. They didn't win that game?
All right.
Our team sucks, bro.
As I was saying, Angel Reese play is having more of an impact on winning than Caitlin Clark's is. You know what I'm saying? And I like Chicago. Chicago's got.
I just think,
and this is without Cardoso. I think it's gonna be interesting when Cardoso comes.
She comes back today, actually.
She does?
Yeah, she come back today. I think they're playing right now. Matter of fact, yeah, they started at 12. She making her season debut.
they're better than Indiana. Indiana's trash. Like, and then with Indiana being trash, they're like heavily relying on this rookie to, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, they're putting a lot on her shoulders. She's getting her feet wet though. Like, she's getting better. I ain't gonna lie, none of these WNBA vet chicks is playing with none of them though. You ain't see how Shorty was batting up Angel Reese? Like, they not like, I don't know what they did to them. I guess they mad about these NIL deals. Like, I guess they mad they get talked about a lot. But these vet chicks they not playing. They fucking them up, yo. Like, they batting them up.
Angel Reese is playing. They playing Caitlin Clark today. That's what's going on.
Oh, what? Caitlin for 30. I'm sorry, like, everybody, yo, I just feel that, like, they just, like, it ain't her fault she's white and she's straight. Like, they be killing Caitlin. Like, man, she didn't really do nothing. Like,
now, she actually didn't. What it is the media, bro. Is the way the media, the same way they was doing with Ant-Man. Like, the media, they start putting these narratives on you, and now people start being judgmental towards you. Now, she's still, not to be funny, she's still a kid, and she's a female, so you know they're emotional anyway, and she's used to winning. So the fact that she's starting off her career the way she started off, losing like this, she's frustrated, and it shows. You understand where I'm coming from? But because they put so much expectations on her and they put everything on her back like that, you understand where I'm coming from? Yeah, it puts her under a lot of pressure to perform every time she steps on the court.
Right, they expected her to turn the franchise around immediately. Like,
yeah, but she's still just a rookie. She's still learning the game. You know what I'm saying?
Y'all are still whack. I'm just here now. Like, it ain't no difference. Y'all are still whack. I'm just here, and now all of us is whack. Like,
let's keep it a stack and remember that she's never won in college either. In Iowa, she ain't win.
She didn't win a ring,
but she was winning games and shit like that.
Yeah. But she ain't win the ring in Iowa either. You know what I'm saying?
She did.
So,
well, I want to say this, right? They're 1-8. Before this season is over, I think they're gonna hover at around 500. I think she's gonna understand her role. She's gonna understand her role. She's gonna find some cohesiveness with the other players on the team, like Aaliyah Boston. And I think they're gonna figure it out. I see she's getting more and more comfortable only because her scoring is going up and up. So she's getting more comfortable with the game. She is still a rookie. So there's a learning curve. And she see they're coming for her kufi. So I think it's going to change. She's going to get better. And as she gets better, the team will get better. They won't be the top of anything, right? Because they're just not there yet.
They're not built to. Yeah,
they're not built. Yeah, they're not there yet. But we'll see. I think it's going to get better for them. The Sky is 3-3. So, you know, they're not doing great, but they at least have 500. So,
what I will say about the WNBA,
they beat the Liberty. God damn it, they beat New York Liberty. They gave New York their first L. It was the Chicago Sky. And I'm gonna say one more thing about Caitlin Clark. She's leading the league in turnovers right now. She's averaging damn near 6 turnovers a game.
Yo, so you hate Caitlin Clark.
I don't hate her. It's just like I like how the league is doing her. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, she the narrative. It's like right now, right? They move. The headline is gonna be Caitlin Clark drops 28 in Fever's loss. What about when LeBron came to the league? She fucking won. You know what I'm saying? The headline is gonna say Caitlin Clark and her points, and then her team lost at the end.
But they did the same thing with LeBron when he came to the league. Cleveland was losing, but it was still LeBron had blah, blah, blah. It's just what it is when you got so much hype around you. I will say this about the WNBA. I will say this about the WNBA. I found a whole lot more new boos. Oh, yeah. I got a whole list now. I'm about to do the whole list. Quest top 10 WNBA boos. These ladies out here looking like lookers. I didn't know so many of them in there. You know what I'm talking about? Yeah,
All right. So listen, that's gonna conclude this episode. I don't know who's opening what or doing something, but that was crazy. This is gonna conclude this episode of Straight from the Block. Y'all already know 92.6 WKBP the spot. I'm your host Soprano on a Saturday. NBA Finals edition, ladies and gentlemen. NBA Finals edition. Everybody holla at them on the way out.
You already rolled this, man. It's your boy Questro, aka Crip Baylor. Stop playing me, you heard?
You already know, man. Aston Martin, aka Mr. Martin, man. We up here.
Yo, you already know it is Mr. Fergberg. Get your burgers. It's time.
Selfless plug.
It's your boy.
You will not be disappointed in the Fergbergs.
It's your boy Dizzle. Thanks for having me. It's a pleasure being here with the rest of the sports aficionados. It was a great show and looking forward to a great NBA Finals.
Yo, Diz, it's okay to just say you was here because Quest is here. Like, it's just good to see Quest. It's okay to say that. It's okay. It's okay. Yeah?
Yeah.